Okay, so all the cannons had some time to dry, and what we're going to need to do is we're going to actually have to put them inside, below, just behind the quarterdeck, in where the poop deck is, below over there. So we'll do that later, but let me show you guys kind of a little peek how they're going to look. Let me see if I can get this little guy to go through. He's angled up a little bit high, so let's find one that's a little bit angled a little bit lower. This one should do the trick. So keep in mind we still have the frames that we got to put on all of the ports for the cannon, but that kind of give you an idea of what they're going to look like. So we're going to have, looks like we have 6 that are going to be below the poop deck. And it looks like we have one all the way aft, like where the captain's quarters would be. Alright, like I said, I just wanted to show you guys what the cannon would look like coming from the side on 1/200 scale. So I think what we can do now, we'll put these aside, and what I want to do now is we're going to finish off the planking on the starboard side of the ship. So we're going to get more planks. I think what we're going to need to start doing now is, I think we're going to actually have to see how the curvature is going to come this way, and then it's when it goes straight, we're going to need to start to cut them a little bit. So I don't think right now we're going to need the iron. So let's put this aside for a minute. We're going to put what I'm going to need to do is we're going to mark with the pencil. I think what I need to do is I need to sharpen my pencil first. There we are. Little pencil sharpener my wife gave me, so let's put that back aside. Alright, now we're going to take a plank and we're going to position it in the back. That's going to go all the way towards the rudder. So that looks good, right about there. And I'm going to hold it in position, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring it forward to the first part of the bend. So that's going to be right here. So keeping it in position, you want to mark the piece right about where the other bend is going to be. And this part. So see how it's going to be just like that. So when it comes to cutting the end, we'll just use the snips. And you can see now we got to line up the cut. And actually this is going to be tricky. I think, let's see if I can use it this way. So I want to see if that's going to fit. So let's put it back in position. just a little bit more. So I'm not going to cut anymore. What I'm going to do is we're going to file it down, just like that. And again, we're going to do the planks, the bulkheads, as well as the previous plank. I want to make sure I don't get any glue on the wires. Alright, so we got the next layer on, going all the way aft, all the way forward, and you can see right over here where the next plank is going to kind of continue where the curve is, and that little area, but just a tiny little bit of the wood putty, and we sand it down. It'll be nice and smooth, and everything will be filled in, all the little gaps. All right, we're going to take the next one now. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to mark it off, give it a little snip, we'll cut it, and then we'll snip it down. Like that. So now we need to start adjusting. Maybe just a wee bit more, just to get it towards a point. Alright, so we're going to do the same thing now. I'm wondering if a little at a time, where we have to keep adjusting it, then cut off too much. So how does this look? I think what we're going to have to do is, if you look at it from the side, you can see how the curvature, maybe we're going to have to start to fill in this area a little bit. So why don't we see? Because we're coming right up on the thickest part, or the widest part of the hull. So I'm gonna sand it down. We're gonna do it this way because they don't give you a lot of planking, so I don't want to run out. So let's. All right. So now we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna glue it. So we need to bring it just like this. I want to make sure we glue up to the right. All right. So we're gonna. So see how the smile is starting to look? So maybe we're gonna put a couple of small pieces in. It's going to go just like that, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to clamp it back here, and I'm going to clamp it up here. Alright, so we've got this piece that's going to go back there, and what we're going to do is we're going to gradually go down, and then we're going to cut them all so they're even. And you can see this is the starter piece now that's going to go right up against the keel. And the next one that we're going to do is we're going to do this one all the way down, and we might have to cut it around here to kind of angle it in and angle it, because we still have this section. It doesn't look like much when you look at it from the side, but as soon as you look at it from the top, you can see all the area that we need to cover still. Alright, so we got that gap getting a little bit smaller. So the next strip, I'm going to see if we're going to go from here and go all the way up to this section. Couple of little pink pieces that we're going to have to get off, because you can see right up against the keel. But let's think about our next strip. And I'm wondering if we go from here forward, or if we go from here. I'm running out of bulkhead to grab onto. Okay, so let's take the clamp off, and you can see we got the hull closed in, and I'm going to take the snips and we're going to snip this section off, and we'll be able to sand that down. And then we have that little tiny piece over here. So there's a little gap. The same thing I want to do over here. Actually, no, the glue's already set. So what we're going to do is we're going to snip these little pieces just like that. And then what we're going to do is later on I'm going to sand everything down just to get the basic shape. And when that is all set, then we're going to put the wood putty on. But this is the starboard side. We got the planking all finished. And in the next video, my friends, we're going to go ahead and we're going to start the port side. As you can see, this is the side that has the plug that's going to come out. So we're going to have to bring it down, and because the plug is going to go into the base, the power cord. And after we're done planking, then we'll think about doing the captain's quarters and the aft end of the ship and the rudder area. Well, my friends, I hope you enjoyed this video, and please be kind, my friends, because I'm really new to the whole ship model building process. So I know there's a lot of mistakes and a lot of it's wrong, but I'm learning as we go along, and I'm hoping that I'm improving. So my friends, thank you for watching. Until the next video, I'll talk to you guys soon.
For the